Do you think that could lead into like this idea that people have that eventually we'll just end up simulating everything? Like the real world will become so boring and so mundane, like everything's discovered. We just know everything basically. So like, oh, I want to
Oh
go back to a
man,
time where I want
dude,
to go to the 1950s and live there.
possibly, yeah, because we already had this conversation about virtual relationships and
Hmm.
how it is convenient, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have the risk that you have in real life. You don't have um, the anxiety or the fear of asking a girl out
Yeah.
or saying you want to get drinks sometime. You you don't have to risk that. You don't have to have that feeling, which I think
Hmm.
is to the detriment of a person, right?
Yeah.
So possibly it could escalate to that point instead of going out and actually risking, doing whatever. You just have a virtual experience of it.
I feel like for that to actually succeed, it'd have to be like a situation where like as soon as you get into this simulation that you forget the fact that you entered into the simulation. Because even
Man.
that, I feel like it would become boring really quick going into it knowing that it's not real and it wouldn't be satisfying anymore.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you'd have to like enter into it and then you like have like a little block that you're not aware of the simulation until it ends.
Hmm.
Maybe you live out a life and then you die and then you wake up in the little pod or whatever and you're
It's
like,
like that
"Oh,
game in Rick and Morty. What's that game called? Roy?
I've never seen Rick and Morty."
Oh man, that's they go to an arcade. It's like a space arcade. There's all these
Hmm.
aliens and stuff. Rick and Morty go there, and Morty plays this like VR game. They go to this arcade called Blips and Chits, and then
Hmm.
he plays this game called Roy, and he doesn't even know it, but he's in a game, and he in the game he lives an entire lifetime as a guy named Roy.
Hmm.
Like you live from birth to death. So in the span of like playing this game for 6 to 8 minutes, you actually feel like you have lived 76 years, like you,
Yeah.
and it's this wild experience. Like when he comes out of the game, he's like, whoa, like he doesn't even know, he's like, I just lived a whole other life, dude. Um, so yeah, I mean, that concept is fun to play with.
That would be wild. Like, what if this was that?
Currently, right now,
Yeah,
oh, that's just the Matrix, baby.
yeah. But I feel like as soon as you came out of it, you would have to immediately go back in to like keep from just like terrible depression.
Yeah, just to cope.
Yeah, because nothing you did, all the friends you made, simulation, meaningless, nothing there.